live now, so I'm just sending you a tweet.
Okay.
Right. So we'll just wait for it.
I will. I'll retweet you.
Yeah. Alright. So let's wait for some people, and then I'll start answering the questions. Asking. Someone's already in. Someone's just waiting.
Oh, nice graphic there.
Yeah, it's not anything special. It's alright. Alright, hey guys. Welcome.
I need to change my profile picture. Jesus. I've had that for like 2.5 years.
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
just took the Twitter ones.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
what's
wow,
up,
yeah,
guys?
people are just coming in all at once now.
Yep. Just wait for a few more people. Welcome.
Yeah. Where is the tweet?
Yeah, retweet the tweet. What's poppin'?
What is popping, guys?
What is poppin'? Alright. Alright, we'll wait. Okay, so I'll quickly explain what we're going to be doing to the people that are watching. So we've got just over 10 questions. We got 11 questions or so, and we're going to be answering those, giving our opinions on The Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow, different questions that you guys have submitted. And then also after that, we'll probably take some chat questions. So this is probably going to go on for about an hour to 45 minutes, something like that. Alright, so we got some people in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the first question. The first question is, and you guys can answer, whoever wants to go first, who do you think Vigilante is?
Yep.
So an Arrow question. Alright.
Ooh.
Vigilante?
Yep.
Oh man.
Alright.
I'll let the Page Meister answer that one first.
Oh, am I stepping up to the plate? Is that an American baseball sport reference there?
Alright.
I'll honestly at this point, who knows? I don't know. It's confusing. I think me and good old Airrick were talking about this on his stream the other day about how there's been some like conflicting articles coming out where essentially like last season and then the lead up to this season they're saying, oh, Vigilante is someone we know. And then apparently I didn't see this article, but apparently they released an article like last week saying that they haven't cast Vigilante yet. But then there was a trailer that was released 3 weeks ago which shows Vigilante taking off his mask. It's a bit confusing. I don't know if they're just trying to make it seem like they're trying to make Vigilante a surprise. But yeah, a bit confusing. At the moment, I think it might be like... I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. I was going to say Captain Pike. Captain Pike was, I think, the big option, but that trailer, it's like a white dude. Or like a lighter skin tone dude taking off the mask. So I don't know at this point.
Alright. Next person.
I'm pretty clueless. That's why
Well, I think a lot of
Page to go
people...
first.
One of the theories I've been hearing that kind of makes sense is a lot of people think it's Ted Grant from the Wildcat character that trained Laurel, the guy in the boxing arena.
I like that.
Because it looks like him from the back, the way his hair looks and everything.
I know he's in Jessica Jones season 2, but I think they finished making that.
Yeah, but the thing is that they could easily, if he's coming in later, in the season, they could easily have him as that character. So,
Yeah.
I really like
That'd
that
be
idea.
To be honest, myself, I actually really don't know. But in the comics, have you guys ever seen the Justice League animated TV shows? Like,
Yeah.
if it's that
Definitely.
version, like he's called Greg Sanders or something, that could be one reason why they haven't introduced him, because, it's someone we don't know. But if it is someone we know, yeah, the Captain Pike theory is like the best one I've got right now. To be honest, myself, I really don't really
And didn't
know.
they say it was going to be someone that was like close with Team Arrow? I think that was one of the
Yeah,
showrunners
that
said that.
we'd seen them in previous seasons, so we'd be familiar with the character. So it wouldn't be anyone that's introduced in season 6, going by what they've said.
Alright.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, next question. The next question is, favorite superhero favorite villain and why.
Ooh.
All right.
I'll go last.
My one's so typical.
Okay.
I honestly would say for me, it is honestly until the CW's Flash came out, like which made me a lot more of a bigger Flash fan. It was Batman, but I'm honestly drawn down the line between Batman and the Flash, and as cliche as it is as well, it is between the Joker and the Reverse Flash. Just I think they're obviously the Joker is completely unique and crazy and unpredictable in what he does, but I love the Reverse Flash's, I don't know, obsession and rivalry with Barry and just the Speed Force powers and all that jazz. I love it. So I can't decide between those four.
Yeah, good choices. Next person.
I guess I would say favorite villain's probably the easiest one. I love Reverse Flash, like every version of that character. And I would say like it would be close to, if we're doing both comic book brands, I would say Reverse Flash from DC and Winter Soldier from Marvel, because I know he's not a true villain, but I mean he's like my favorite like anti-hero, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as superheroes go, I mean the Flash has been my favorite for years, so he's always my favorite and probably always will be my favorite superhero.
Yeah.
Most people that watch my channel would know that my favorite hero is Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to villain, I don't even know. Reverse Flash is cool. I do like Deathstroke as well. I wouldn't be able to pick a favorite though, so I'm gonna jump around that second part and just say Reverse Flash or Deathstroke. They can have a little they can have a fan battle royale over on DJ Eric's channel.
Yes.
Decide who's gonna win.
That's
there.
almost done, by the way. That'll be done like next week. So.
Oh, is that a legit video coming in?
No. Like the finale of my fan battle royale.
Ooh,
next week.
Everyone, stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I'm going to avoid that second question and just say it's between Reverse Flash and Deathstroke.
For me, I would actually say my favorite superhero is either the Flash or Batman, like Boba. I really can't decide. Like I've loved Batman since I was like 2 years old. And the Flash, like since I started watching the shows, reading the New 52, DC Rebirth, and stuff like that. So yeah, those two. And then for villains, I would say definitely the Riddler. I really like the Riddler, or Reverse Flash. Yeah, it's hard to decide. I really like.
Ben,
those.
I am gobsmacked that you have just dissed the Supergirl community by not saying that she is your favorite superhero.
She's in my top 5, so.
Oh, top 5, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, controversy on the stream already. We'll have to see how that plays out in the next couple of hours, but...
Alright. Okay, next question. And
Eric stirring up the chat.
In last week's episode, so on The Flash, when Becky went on the bus, we saw the lady to the right of her, and we also saw Kilgore. So could this mean that she is one of the metahumans coming down in this season?
Oh, do you want me to jump in and just explain it all?
Go on.
The metahuman that we see, like the chick that's there, she's the villain in episode 6. In regards to the dude, I have no idea. I'm assuming episode 7.
What's her name?
It's like, she's not a character from the comics. It's like something weird, but she can control inanimate objects. So she could make a pencil do something.
Oh yeah, that description.
Make a pencil fly through the air and talk, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
and it's like because people, I think she's meant to be Native American, and that's where her powers are from. Or like, no, that's like her like motives or something. I don't know.
I'll say the guy on the bus is probably the vigilante. So be ready.
We didn't actually see elongated man
driver is
on the
vigilante.
bus, did we? We didn't see him on the bus at all. The elongated man.
I don't think he's on the
Well,
bus.
we only got a glimpse of 4 or 3. Yeah, 4 guys. There was one guy, one girl that we don't know. Well, we know the girl now.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah, okay, so number 4. I don't know why I put this question in. Why is YouTube shit right now? Pagey, you put that in.
No, this is specifically for DJ Eric to go on a rant.
Go on, Eric. Why is it so shit?
No, you
I
need
get hit just as much.
So,
Go on.
YouTube. This is such a tough question because this is the biggest villain of all. This is probably like my biggest nemesis. Well, I mean, the question's funny because I think all of us, even Pagey's, had trouble with YouTube screwing our videos up and demonetizing them, and but I think the biggest problem is that when a video gets hit by that stupid system, it limits the visibility of the video, so a lot of videos don't get seen. And as you saw, Ben, YouTube got views frozen this week, where people, views were stuck at a certain amount, or the sub box sends out videos hours later, or Pagey's tweet came through hours after his video went live. So I mean, it's just it's pretty bad. Somebody asked me, I think on Twitter, if I should release my videos on Twitter. I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because Twitter has no way to basically collect those videos. Everything just kind of gets thrown out there. But yes, that's why I'm having trouble with Gotham. Every single time I upload a Gotham video, it's bam, it gets hit, not suitable, or it gets a copyright claim every single time. So that's kind of funny.
Okay, all right.
I know how you feel about that.
Good question, Pagey. All right. Okay, next question. What do you think of the costumes for the evil version of the heroes?
Sorry, what was it?
What do you think about the new costumes for the evil version of the heroes in the crossover?
Oh, okay.
I just don't think there's a whole lot of effort put into it. I know money and stuff, but still, could they have not forked out a little bit more?
Yeah, they basically just reused the reverse flash suit and just added a different emblem.
Yeah.
What about the other ones?
In regards to the other ones, like the Supergirl one, the Overgirl one, sorry.
That's true.
Don't want to trigger Ben. It's Overgirl. Oh, $5 donation from Sam.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
We'll answer his question next, yeah? After this.
Yeah. Overgirl looks cool. We obviously didn't see Prometheus's suit. I'm assuming it's just Prometheus. And
then there's the Arrow suit. Looks like the Dark Archer suit with red, red detailing, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the only one I'm annoyed at is the Flash one, because I thought they were going to do
the one from the cartoon,
almost like a black Flash sort of thing, but with more red.
Yeah,
I would have much rather them have actually used the actual Zoom costume than to use the Reverse Flash costume. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, because it already has a mask on it.
Yeah. So
someone,
all right.
So someone just write out listening in the comments. Not happy about that.
Well, my opinion, I kind of like what Boba said. I think is a lot of them are very rushed, especially the Reverse Flash. I don't know what they're going to call him, Blitzen. That's what he's called in, I think, the comics.
I hope they call him that.
That's quite a cool name. But yeah, I was kind of upset when I saw that. I was excited that it was Tom Cavanaugh, but then the fact that the suit was the exact same suit, but they just redid the emblem. I was like, come on, really? And then also,
do you think
I like the Overgirl one. I thought that was decent, even though it does look a bit rushed. I'm not a fan of the mask. I thought the suit is decent.
You know what I think about that suit? My opinion, I think that's going to end up being Rain's suit with a different symbol later on.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably, because they don't have enough money to probably make one. Maybe that is.
Oh yeah, CW budget.
Do you think they're worried about making that Reverse Flash suit better than? Is that why they're worried about making more costumes? Because it might actually look cooler than what we currently have.
I actually think the problem is that anything they make, they want to reuse. So we're not going to get anything that's just for that one episode. So
yeah,
that's really what it is.
I don't like the look of the Arrow one from the front, but from the back, we got some back shots. It looks really cool. That's just my opinion. And I thought it was again, the masks.
Yeah, the back of it looks a lot cooler than the front.
Yeah,
the back of it looks very, very cool.
Alright, so let's answer this question from Sam. Josh Segarra posted a picture of the Crisis on Earth X, and Colin was seen on set. So will they be portraying a role as Prometheus or Earth X Green Arrow? What do you guys think?
Well, once again, it seems like me and Eric saw into the future. I think we covered this in Eric's live stream. Colin Donnell was seen on set, but only, from what I heard, he's only in 2 or 3 scenes where it's actually him, you actually see his face. And the same day he was on set, Stephen Amell posted a picture of what are they called? The cells in the
the pipeline,
whatever they call. pipeline cells, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And in the corner you could see that they're wearing like an archer suit. Like they're wearing, they have, Oliver has like the little things on his shoulder where he'd stick an arrow in and it'd have something special on it. It has one of them, so I'm assuming that's the evil Earth X Archer.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's going to be Colin Donnell. It could be, because he was there on the same day.
Yeah, because, I mean, if it's only going to show his face for certain scenes, the rest of it will be done by the stunt actor, and they'll just voice him in.
Because he's still on that other show. So, I reckon they would have had to book in advance a couple of months to get him there.
I do think Overgirl's going to be Melissa, though. I don't think that's going to be anybody else.
I don't know who else it could be.
Yeah, I think that's the one person I think that's actually going to be themselves. But yeah, I'm just looking on his Instagram. It's a bit weird how Josh actually posted that. So I guess we're gonna have to presume that he's playing Prometheus. But like some articles were saying that there's no plans on him returning. So I don't know.
Well, I reckon they could just do the thing where Prometheus is in it, but they don't take off the mask. So it could be like Deathstroke from last year's crossover.
Maybe he could record some voiceovers.
Yeah, my biggest question, though, the one thing that has me very confused is we see that in the cartoon, Barry is the Flash. What reason would Eobard or Harrison Wells have to be the Reverse Flash or Blitzen? Like, that doesn't add up. It doesn't line up with what's in the cartoon.
Yeah, what's Barry doing on that Earth? Earth X.
Unless there's two speedsters, but I mean, that's always possible.
I think that's just what they call the plot.
And why is there Prometheus? Why is there Prometheus?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
and why does he look like Harrison Wells as well?
We should have
also because if the dark Archer ends up being Tommy Merlin, then what happened to the Oliver Queen that's in the cartoon? I mean, that's
true.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. We should have an evil version of Sarah Lance. Wouldn't that be sick?
I reckon there's going to be more evil version of people. I don't think it's just going to be them four.
Yeah.
Because
do you think any of the characters from the Freedom Fighters is going to show up at all? Like, Red Tornado?
I hope so.
Well, they could do Red Tornado. Like the suit from Supergirl was terrible, but they could still use it if they wanted to.
Please, no.
That was literally the worst superhero suit we've seen, or supervillain suit.
I agree.
Was the Red Tornado.
I love his character in the comics and stuff. He's really good, in my opinion. But then
he was really good on Young Justice.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh my god. Yeah. I really liked him on there. But then they fucked up his suit, and he just looks like a fucking person with cheap leather on him. Like literally ripped up carpet.
It did. It wasn't even good carpet. It wasn't even good carpet.
It was low quality carpet. All right. Next question. How should I keep watching Arrow? Oh no. This is like what shows do you recommend from the CW? What's your order, I guess? What's your order for the seasons this far? Like the 3 episodes that have been released for each.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually ranked mine the other day, and Paige was like, "I'm not going to rank them." I said that Arrow was my favorite. Supergirl is probably my second favorite, and then Legends and Flash are tied at the same spot at the back end.
I think I just said that every week I look forward to Arrow the most. I think that's what I said, and I'm going to stick with that answer.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Because it's too hard to rank them. It's only been 3 episodes. Like I think I said on Eric's stream as well. I think I've said it in other videos before. I thought Flash last season in its first half, so at the mid-season finale, Flash was better than Arrow, but then Arrow just killed it in its second half, and Flash just sort of.
Yeah.
I think that Flash is annoying me as well a bit this season. Yeah. It's great, but it's also annoying me with a couple of the things they're doing.
Is it the
that's why Arrows.
Because you might be in the same boat as me.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the eccentric funeral scene, the bloody whatever else there is. It's just
It's almost like the scenes with Iris in them are purposely made to be like skits. We're talking about how they feel like Saturday Night Live, so because you could take those scenes out and it would not change the episode at all.
Yeah, because everything else feels natural, whether it be between Wells and Cisco. All that's been in it before, but as you said, whenever Iris is in it, that's the completely forced. Just insensitive humor.
I agree.
It's just okay, that wasn't even funny. Really.
Yeah. So far, same with Eric. I would say I have enjoyed Supergirl and Arrow the most definitely this season. I think the strongest so far. And like you guys have been saying with the Flash, I feel like the Iris humor is forced. I feel like Cecile humor's forced. Joe's still his normal self, really. He hasn't really been cracking that many jokes. But then I actually like Caitlin and Cisco doing the more humor. I think that's good. But then, yeah, I agree. I think a lot of it is very forced, and that's why I'm not enjoying it as much, because it doesn't seem as like flowing and natural as it was in past seasons.
Is that the real War Stew?
Huh?
Is that the real War Stew?
Maybe.
What is poppin'?
What's
Wow.
going on? Alright, next question. Number 7. Do you think the Bruce Wayne reference last week and the Miracle shout out this week are to butter people up and force Titans that they're presumably connecting? I don't know what type of English it is.
Wait, what was the question? Basically, they chucked in Bruce Wayne to G people up or something?
Yeah, like Bruce Wayne to hype up Titans or something.
Well, I thought that Bruce, I don't know, I thought, honestly, when I heard it, I was like, okay. I was annoyed that they released it in a sneak peek. I was like, you idiots.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I was like, wow. I didn't even watch the sneak peek. But I thought that Bruce, I don't know, I thought, honestly, when I heard it, I was like, okay. But they didn't drop Batman. Like, if they said Batman, then I would have been, okay, that's pretty cool. But they've mentioned Bruce Wayne before, so I didn't resonate that much with it, to be completely honest. But, I guess it was cool. I guess it was cool hearing Oliver Queen say Bruce Wayne. I guess that was the cool thing about it.
Yeah. So does, in this universe, like, concretely, do you think Oliver knows Bruce Wayne is Batman? Because what I was thinking, if he did know that, why would he even call that out publicly? Like,
I think that was really weird, because the reason why I feel like it was only an Easter egg is because of the simple fact that if he connected the dots to Bruce Wayne being Batman, if there is a Batman for sure in the Arrowverse, he wouldn't have announced that on the microphone during a press conference.
He wouldn't have been that confident just to like say, "Oh, here's another billionaire," kind of thing, you know. But also at the same time, he said Oracle's name is taken. So how would he know that if he didn't know of Oracle and Batman?
Yeah, I almost think. Also when Felicity was putting up the names of her business, Oracle was at the very top of that list. So I feel like they're just trying to trigger people. That's all I think that is.
100% full on triggering. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, and as far as it like buttering us up for Titans, I think Titans is going to be such a niche like show because it's going to be on the DC streaming service. My biggest concern, and this is a completely separate thing, and I'll just drop this now, but is the DC or Warner Brothers must be very confident they're going to make a ton of money on that streaming service because the Titans is going to be super expensive to make. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm worried about that. But no, I don't think it was to butter us up for it. I mean, I think it was just to trigger people that like Batman. Because Arrow's been compared to Batman since like the first episode of season 1. So
yeah.
I agree. All right. Number 9. How many characters from the Legion of Superheroes...
That was a bit of an epic introduction.
How many characters from the Legion of Superheroes are we likely to see on Supergirl?
Ben, you may as well take this one.
Well, from what I've seen, there's only been really talk about, obviously, what's her name? Saturn Girl actually coming on, and then I presume that we'll probably get one more, but even though they haven't announced it, I know they've been starting to shoot episodes with Saturn Girl, so I don't know. For now, we only know about one, and I would say hopefully 2, but obviously Mon-El, if he's actually part of the Legion of Superheroes, that's 2 members, but yeah, only Saturn Girl is what we know for now. But any other opinions, guys?
As far as who's coming, I have no idea. I mean, I know, like you said, we're getting Saturn Girl, but I wonder if this is like a lead up to the Legion of Superheroes coming through to help, like, towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe they're just going to, like, start casting a bunch of people for, like... Because, to be honest, the JSA was really disappointing in Legends. I thought we were going to get, like, a whole season of those characters. And so, you know, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I know this is going to be a payoff for the ring that we saw, you know, at the beginning of Supergirl season 1 or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm just waiting for Maxwell Lord to come back.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for that to happen.
About time. Yeah. So okay, moving on to the next question. This is the last one I've actually got. Why do you think they used Harrison Wells as the evil version of Flash instead of Barry? Oh, we sort of covered that, but can you reiterate?
Can you please repeat the question?
Okay. Let me go back onto it. Why do you think they used Harrison Wells as the evil version of Earth X Flash instead of Barry?
Oh,
I think it's
They
just
don't
because so they
bother
didn't have to
doing
deal with like Grant Gustin having to shoot multiple takes of the same scene, so they could just have Tom Cavanaugh there.
and no mask on his face. They could shoot him with just the regular like
Yeah.
reverse flash mask.
Because if you think about it with Overgirl, it's not too bad because a lot of it's CGI when they're fighting.
That's true.
And maybe a little bit of Evil Barry last season might trigger some people if they did it again.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't.
Yeah, but it
spend a
wouldn't be
couple of
as
episodes.
it wouldn't be as Irish if that's a correct word to use because you'd have evil version of Oliver and evil version of
That's true.
Supergirl as well. So
Isn't it kind of weird though that it's Tom Cavanaugh playing the Reverse Flash? I mean, that's the part that's throwing me off. If it was Matt Lesher, I would say, "Oh, that's just Eobard from that Earth," but it's Tom Cavanaugh, so it's like I just don't understand that. It's bugging me because we know that Barry, you know, the evil version of Barry exists on Earth X. So what reason would that character? I don't know. It's confusing. I'm happy Tom's doing it again because a lot of people wanted to see him, you know, as Reverse Flash again. So I think that's kind of cool. But I mean, he was so powerful. I guess what's going to happen is since Barry has come back, you know, he's come such a long way since season 1. They're going to show him like mop the floor with the Reverse Flash probably, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got some more questions that I've just got.
Okay.
So apparently, from what I've heard, this is a guy saying on Twitter, the Flash is going to do a Council of Wells storyline. So what do you guys think about it?
Yeah, I saw that.
this will be it'll be hilarious. Like
I think it would be so funny. Yeah.
I think it's just going to be basically like. Oh, imagine if Cisco's in the middle and they're just all judging Cisco or something. I can imagine that happening. Or it'll be like Rick and Morty and every Wells has a Cisco. I reckon
Yeah.
that would be
Oh,
hilarious
that
if
would
they
be
did that.
absolutely jokes. I would love that.
Yeah, if they did that. But yeah, I think they said there's going to be like it's not going to be like a massive thing. I think they said there's going to be like 5 or 6 other Wellses or Wellses. Wells has a Cisco. Want to call them. I don't think it's going to be a massive room of them, but yeah, I think it'll be fun to see because like obviously. I think it's the guy that plays Cisco, Carlos Valdez, is like if there was one show he could cameo on, it would be Rick and Morty. So I'm assuming there's going to be Rick and Morty Easter eggs, even though technically the whole Council of Things is from Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I heard about
But
that.
obviously they're going to be referencing Rick and Morty more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it just because I love Tom Cavanaugh. So I mean,
Imagine.
Yeah, the more time Cavanaugh, the better.
yeah, I mean.
It's gonna be like
if they have like 4, I'm wondering how many they're gonna have. I'm gonna say 4 or 5 probably. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like a 20 of them. You know.
I don't know how people can't tell it's me.
Yeah,
the more time Cavanaugh,
I don't know. It's
Like,
maybe
how
how
you
you
not- like,
record it. Audacity
maybe.
or whatever.
I think we must
Change-
all be Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And obviously, I'm the only American, so you can tell who I am.
Hey, dude, I'm here.
What's up, guys? How are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Bloody
doing
hell.
these every month. On different.
It says we need
channels.
Juice over here. Yeah, it's pretty sad that Juice felt like he had to stop doing reviews and stuff. It's kind of. I know he
Yeah.
wanted to do other stuff, but
I
yeah,
understand.
a lot of people were just kind of like, "Oh, that came out of nowhere."
Mm.
I think he's been feeling that for quite a while. You know, who knows? He might get back to it like one day, and he said he might do occasional videos.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Next question. Do you think Barry and Iris's marriage will last, or will it be ruined by the Thinker?
Oh my god.
Come on, guys. I know you love
if they
that.
only break up, though, that would just trigger me 10 times more than them getting
Again.
married.
Again.
Yeah.
Because you know they're just going to go through the same thing about them getting back together and going through the whole process again.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah,
get
exactly.
more,
They're not the
more
gold
therapy.
standard, are they? They're Barry and Iris. We're the gold standard.
Oh god.
I'm just wondering, like, what would that really make a difference? Because she's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, if they broke up, like, together or not, I mean, she's still going to be on the show. So it's, I don't know if them being married or not being married would make much of a difference to the story. I mean, they're arguing now and they're in a relationship. It's like, we're together and we're going to therapy. I mean, what more could they do? I mean, and we saw them break up several times. I mean, they've been together, they broke up, they've been together. Like last season, they broke up. I mean, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if whatever they do with those characters. But I don't think either one of them will ever be in a relationship with someone else. I think from here on out, it's going to be the two of them.
No Patty then. It's a shame.
Unfortunately, yeah. I like Patty. I thought Patty was a fun character.
Patty's
because I even preferred her as like Barry's girlfriend, and like wasn't she that
better
girlfriend in New 52? In the New 52, I swear she was at the beginning.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Isn't it when?
No,
she's the other way around.
But isn't it also when Iris dies?
Oh no!
I don't know. Maybe
Wait,
I can't remember.
I think it's in the New 52.
Else.
I think it's in the New 52 that Iris.
She's in New 50. No, she's in before New 52 because she was in the whole Flashpoint storyline as well.
Yeah, but I mean, Patty is Barry's girlfriend during the New 52, if I can remember. I haven't read
and Iris is just a
reporter,
a friend. Yeah. Okay. So next question.
I would just love for her to be a reporter. Period. Just make her a reporter because that's what she should be anyway.
Yeah, rather than the cop.
So you didn't consult me about saving the world, Barry. God damn it. Stupid.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the Iris people to come out.
When and if Stein dies, do you think there will be no more Firestorm, or will they do another Firestorm?
I think they'll do another one. Like, well, I don't think he's gonna die anytime soon. Like, well, even maybe in the show's existence, maybe. What do you guys think? Could you see Stein dying on Legends or even any of the lifetimes of the show?
Well, here's the thing. I think it was either Mark Guggenheim or Andrew Kreisberg said that even when someone dies on the show, they can always come back. You know what I mean? There's always a way to bring them back. But if Victor Garber wants out completely, which is what it seems like the case is,
they need to fuck
they may...
They need Barry.
Yeah. Well, okay, so number one, here's my biggest problem, and this is the biggest issue with the time travel show, is if he wants out, they would have to kill him off because otherwise he would always be they'd have to explain him away all the time. You know what I mean? If he leaves, they'd be like, oh, why can't we just go get him to do this, that, and the other? So, you know, they could actually go through and kill him off because we do know there is going to be a funeral, you know, in the crossover.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's quite possible it's going to be him. Because doing Broadway, you're doing live shows like
every day,
3-4.
Yeah,
it's a lot. So I don't think he'll have time to even cameo the rest of the season. So it would be tough. I would like to think they wouldn't because he's one of my favorite characters. Yeah. But it's possible they could just say, you know what, we know that we can't use him, so we're just gonna kill him off, and then if we want to bring him back for any reason, we'll get a multiverse version or something like that. So,
All right. So next question. If they did Crisis on Infinite Earths in next year's crossover, how would you want it to be teased? That's a bit weird. How would you want it to go? Throughout
what is
the
it?
crossover?
So Crisis on Infinite Earths is for the crossover next year. How would they tease it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Well, they never really tease a crossover, and then it just happens all of a sudden.
Yeah.
How do you think it will occur?
Like Vandal Savage just appears on a boat. Oh, there we go, crossover. It just sort of happened. There's no real lead up to it. I don't know. I don't even think they're going to do Crisis on Infinite Earths in the movies, let alone the TV shows.
Yeah.
It's too big of a thing. Some things just belong in a comic book, and some things just don't belong on screen.
Yeah, I agree.
And one example, I think the biggest example of that that's happening at the moment is probably Infinity War. A lot of people are skeptical on how that's going to work.
Yeah, that is the biggest because that's like Marvel's version of Crisis. So.
Yeah, that's something that would work really well in the comic book and obviously has, but how is it going to translate to screen? Fair enough, they're splitting into two parts, but how's it going to translate? Will it translate well, or is it going to be a massive mess?
It could be a huge mess. I mean, they could make a mistake, but yeah, I agree with you kind of with the whole movie, TV show thing with comics.
Yeah, so I don't think they'd ever do it. I don't even know what they'll do for the crossover next year. They're sort of basically like hinting that this sort of Christ on Earth X is their Infinite Earths, like their Crisis event that they're going to do.
But didn't they? We talked about this the other day, Pagey. Didn't they kind of do a nod to Crisis with the Zoom storyline?
Yeah,
I mean, he was building the machine to do that. So I mean, that was kind of sort of like on a small scale what they were trying to do.
And you never know, that could be maybe one of the things in this crossover event has like some ties or references to the Infinite Earths one. So
what if Zoom shows up? That would be funny. Like, like regular Zoom, not Black Flash, like Hunter's Island.
I would spaz out.
Well, Teddy Sears was actually in Vancouver shooting a movie, so they might have gone, "Hey, you're over here already."
You want a cameo?
Yeah, what if Teddy Sears is Vigilante? I mean, that'd be...
Boom. Well, what happened to Earth 1 Hunter Zolomon? Ooh.
That's true.
Hey, loose ends.
Okay. We got another question. Do you think the Flash will make it to season 10? And that's around 2024, and will they do the 2024 storyline?
Wow.
I'm sick of it. If I ever make it to the year 2056, I might just end myself when I get there. And then when I get to the year 2024, I think I might lock myself in like a room, like a panic room. I'm sick of hearing those two.
Yeah.
Well, the 2024 thing's over because Sabotage.
No. I meant 2024.
Oh, are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the
reverse
Red Sky
the
thing.
Crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing.
That's season 10.
I don't know. That's a fair to season 10. I think that the whole thing about chucking that newspaper in there is that it was an event we would never reach. They would never. I don't think they'd ever get to season 10 of Flash. Like, I think they would end it before that. Just because I don't think Flash could go 10 seasons anyway.
I hope they do.
I think maybe 8.
I hope they do.
8 tops.
Yeah, 7 or 8. I think it could go. I think it will get to 7, and then maybe they could go for an 8. But I don't think they'd ever get to 10.
Yeah, probably. But
do we think any of the CW shows on the DC shows on CW are going to make it to 10 seasons?
Yeah,
I think that Arrow could do it. Arrow's
the only one because Arrow's got that flexibility where they can just really just choose any villain.
It's a build
a story
as well.
That. Yeah, but Flash really does.
The Flash is eventually going to run out of stuff. Like, honestly,
that's the whole reason I don't think it'll get to 10.
Yeah. But I mean, they've kept shows around with lower views. I mean, look at Supernatural; it's never been as big as the shows are now for this. So they've kept it around.
Can't believe how long that's been going on for.
And even something like Vampire Diaries and stuff like that, they got to pretty high season numbers.
Yeah,
I think
like things like that have massive cult fan bases.
Can you imagine the CW without the DC shows? I mean, that would be really tough for them because that's their biggest shows.
True. I think we'll just keep getting more and more DC TV shows for as long as comic books are like insanely popular.
I hope so. To be honest, I hope. I know probably the storytelling will not necessarily be as good, maybe if they juice it out for so long, but I do hope that they continue for ages, as long as they can. I'm just thinking of Black Lightning still needs to come around, doesn't it? I don't think that's even going to last that, like, I don't know. I can't really say that. I can't see
it yet.
That going for too much.
Oh, Black Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
I think that's a disaster waiting to happen. That's like a car crash. Can't keep your eyes away from it.
I know a lot of people are excited about it, but I'm just like, I feel like the promotion for it's been really bad, and the premise sounds interesting, but it could also be like, it could also go really wrong. So
I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, I remember when it first got announced and I was covering it, I was looking forward to them. But then when that big trailer came out, I thought, well, actually this isn't so great. But I'm still gonna hold my judgment till obviously we get it.
Yeah,
but I think the decision for it being outside the CW TV shows, you know, actually in that CW Arrowverse, this isn't going to be a big
so great. But I'm
still
going to hold
my
my
judgment.
Yeah, definitely. If it does fail, that'll probably be the reason. It doesn't have the support from the other shows.
Yeah.
But another thing I didn't like is they said that Black Lightning is going to be about a recovering addict story because his character was addicted to using his powers. So I feel like that's good for like one episode, but I don't want to watch that for like, you know, a half season. So, because I think they said it's going to be like, what, 10 or 12 episodes long, something like that.
Something.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe some chat questions.
Yeah.
We can talk about Justice League and Thor and stuff because this will be the last one before Justice League's out, I guess.
So
that's
any
true.
Justice League stuff. What could we say?
Is there going to be a Green Lantern in the Justice
Green
League?
Lantern.
Oh no, don't start that.
Darkseid. Do you think we'll see Darkseid?
He said you can.
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, serious.
Yeah, I mean,
like a glimpse.
The problem is the movie's only 2 hours long. Like, are we going to get like
Well,
I mean, that's the way I feel about it.
Well,
We could.
I was talking to someone about this. I was talking about this to someone. I was like, "Yeah, it's 2 hours long. The movie that might mean that post-credit scenes, but I don't know if that 2 hours includes credits."
Not sure.
Yeah, that's a good question. I was thinking like the best we get of Darkseid, if anything, like would just be how we saw Thanos like 5-6 years ago, or however long it was. Barely like a shadow of him or whatever, just to tease the next film. But yeah, just like a silhouette, if anything. But I don't think we'd actually see like him flexing, like coming at you, Earth.
Well, here's the problem: if we see, okay, so I'm just going to throw this out there. We know the DC extended universe or movie universe, whatever they want to call it. We know that they're having trouble with like settling down with movies. I mean, the Flash movie isn't even in production right now. We know we're getting a second Wonder Woman movie, and the Aquaman movie is done. There's no plans for a individual Cyborg movie anymore. They're not even talking about that anymore. The Batman movie is kind of up in the air. I mean, they kind of have an idea of what they want to do, but nothing solid there. Man of Steel 2 is supposed to be coming out, but we haven't heard anything about that. So if they're going to use Darkseid in this movie, logically thinking, they would have to tie down an actor to play or voice act that character for, however many years until they get to another Justice League movie. So really I feel like if they're going to show anything in the Justice League movie, it's going to be something that they're going to use, very soon. It's not going to be like we're going to get this guy to play Darkseid, but he's got to wait 7 years for another Justice League movie. Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe the most we would see, I don't think we'll see him, but maybe at the end, like the screen turns black and he's just says one line or something. Like, I think something like that would be doable.
Or they have it that like they have someone talking to Darkseid. You don't hear Darkseid talk, and then the person maybe runs away, and they have his laser do like the the thing where they chase him.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that would be the only way they could do it. That would be cool.
All right. Have you? Oh no, we can't really talk about Thor because Eric hasn't seen it yet.
God damn it.
Okay, so more Justice League stuff. What could we say?
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Do you think there's any chance that Green Lantern will be in it? Like a slim chance.
Oh.
Any slim chance?
I think there's a very popping chance that he might
maybe in that intro thing they might have lanterns fighting in that big battle thing where it's at the beginning, or
because there used to be lanterns. Oh, that would be good. Yes. I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's good.
So I think that might be the Green Lantern thing, and then they might set up Hal Jordan in the movie in some way. Like they have, is it Abin Sur? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude that crashes and
yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
They could have him. I don't know. It's just the fact that the movie's 2 hours long. It just makes me think that Green Lantern won't even be in the movie because they've got to set up Cyborg's. I think the only one that's going to actually get proper development in this movie because he's a mother box. So
yeah. Okay, so the thing about the Green Lanterns, and I thought about this, is if he was going to be in the movie at all, at any capacity, of any significance, don't you think they would be pushing merchandise for that character? Because we know there's a Superman doll out there. We know there's Superman toys. We know there's Superman merchandise. But other than some vague references to Green Lantern, we haven't seen any Funko Pop's making one. I think that's the one company that's doing a Green Lantern toy. But outside of that, we haven't really seen any official Green Lantern merchandise. I mean, it just seems a little odd to me. If he was going to have any significant role in the film, they would have already started rolling out toys.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of ways you can tell these days, unless they wanted to take a massive, hit.
Somebody
money.
says, "How will Man of Steel 2 come out with Superman dead?" Like, He's not. Superman is definitely not dead. So
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to
so
ask is, I mean, I haven't actually looked so much into Justice League as of late, but how much do you think likely is, Clark getting the black suit as well as a full-on beard and mullet? Maybe
right.
not full-on, but any of those aspects?
I think they'll do something with like a black suit. I don't know if he'll have a mullet or a beard. I think they'll do like a black suit thing, but it'll be literally like 5 to 10 minutes. Same in the movie, might be like 30 seconds, and the movie's been cut down to 2 hours. Like,
yeah, that's true.
I think it's where
you guys wanted to talk Thor Ragnarok. If you guys want to talk Thor Ragnarok, I can step away and get a drink.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, people keep asking. So
no.
There's only one thing that I want to talk about from Thor, which isn't a spoiler. It's just more about the humor, because some people found that the movie, because I got told.
Well, you guys, if you want to talk about it without like specific spoilers, I don't. That doesn't bother me.
We won't talk about spoilers. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean that's fine.
I just wanted to say, like, because people were like, they didn't like the humor. Before I even saw the movie, someone was saying, "Oh, the humor's not that good," and I was like, "Oh, okay." They might have just gone for too much, like maybe Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 did. But I went and I thought it was hilarious, and I thought there is like a lot of stuff in that movie that is like, if you're not from Australia or New Zealand, you won't understand what the hell. Because Taika Waititi's a New Zealander who like has a lot with like Australian culture, so he put like Easter eggs and references from Australian movies in Thor Ragnarok, and I was like, if you're not from Australia, you haven't watched that movie, you're not going to get it. It's going to go over people's heads. And even like the Korg, the big thing.
Is that? Yeah,
he's like one big meme. He's a meme in Australian, New Zealand culture.
He just reminded me of Sassy from The Big Les Show.
Yeah, did you know Taika Waititi actually voiced him?
Oh, really?
Yeah, the director was that character.
The director was
also. There's no spoilers. There's no spoilers for Thor there. Just really talking about the comedy in it.
The director was also in that Green Lantern film. He was in the Green Lantern film a few years back.
Ryan Reynolds. Oh yeah, he was the friend. Yeah, Taika Waititi. Yeah.
About Thor, I actually really enjoyed it, but then I thought the humor was really good. I was laughing for a lot of it, but I know loads of people really like him, but I really didn't like Korg. I thought he was over the top. No offense, New Zealanders, but his accent really annoyed me. It was really squeaky, and it wasn't like the CGI on his mouth wasn't correct like half the time. You couldn't really see it.
I'll agree with that last point. I really liked Korg, but that's something I actually noticed in the film.
And then I thought they kind of... I know it's like a comedy device, practically he was, but I think they kind of overused him a bit, like his humour. I don't know, but that's just my opinion.
I don't know. The whole cinema where I was just blowing up with laughter whenever he had a line.
Yeah, and then...
Once again, I think it just comes down to like the fact that most people in that cinema probably interact with a New Zealander that or they've interacted with a New Zealander that speaks like that.
But yeah, I would say the Thor film, that film, is probably one of my favourite in the MCU, so I have really not many complaints at all. But I also thought, I know a lot of people do like her, but I thought Valkyrie was really underdeveloped, and also I thought the actor was kind of, a bit dull. I didn't connect with her at all within the film.
Valkyrie?
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Which character, Valkyrie?
The woman...
She was one of the Valkyries.
The main one that we saw fighting with Thor, Hulk, the woman.
Valkyrie. That's Valkyrie.
That's her name, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about her?
Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't mind. I just thought to be completely honest. Yeah, like my attention was elsewhere. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Everything Hulk, but without getting into too much.
Yeah. What do you?
Well, didn't they say Hulk is going to have a 3-story arc starting here and ending in the second Infinity War movie?
Yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I had a question on Twitter. If you guys want to answer this one.
Go.
Savage Review says, "Do you think they're making it hard for casual viewers by dropping throwbacks to season 1 for, I guess, the DC TV shows?" You know, as far as like their storylines this season. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I mean, I feel like if you're watching them now, you've probably watched season 1.
Yeah, like
I mean,
why
that's
would you
just my
jump
thoughts
into
on
like season 3 of a show?
Yeah.
An anthology series, or it's like a comedy
And-
show.
all of them are on Netflix, so if you really wanted to be caught up, you could just go back and watch like all the old seasons. So, I mean, it's kind of weird that they would reference it so much, especially in Arrow. But I feel like I would rather the writers assume that we are invested in it instead of thinking that we're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with them throwing back to season 1. As somebody who's watched all the seasons, you know, I don't have an issue with it at all.
Yeah. I think that it's actually pretty good because most of us, you know, like you said, it's like a season by season show, and you know, if you haven't done that and you're watching season 4, you're a bit stupid, first off. And then I think it's just quite cool for people that have been watching to like spot out these small little Easter eggs. Like, I think that a lot of the shows have been actually doing that throughout this season. To be honest, I've noticed a lot of Flash, Supergirl, Arrow ones. Not sure about Legends, but yeah, it's quite cool. I like it.
Some people in the chat are saying the live stream stopped.
Yeah, guys, the live stream's just lagging out at the moment. Hold on. Give us a moment.
Talk about the Shazam casting as well.
It says the stream's still up on my thing. It's just really badly lagging for a sec. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, for me it's showing live, but it's in a spinning circle.
Yeah.
Like for me.
It's just lagging out. Hold on, let me kick someone off the internet because it's probably. You guys keep on talking if you can. Try it.
Yeah, because it'll correct when it goes.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, well,
We had a problem with this on my stream the other night, but I figured that.
Alright. Is it better?
Oh,
now?
Well,
I was
we
gonna
want to talk
say-
about the Shazam.
yeah, I was going to say the Shazam casting from earlier.
Yes,
Earlier,
Zachary.
well, actually, Levi.
Levy or Levy?
It's Levi, I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just correct you there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's you know, you never know with these
Honestly,
with the actors, those weird names.
Most random casting ever. Most random, but not bad. I think it's actually decent casting, but it's so random at the same.
They might major confidence and obviously.
But
the
I'm
casting
confused. Is
to
he
do that.
playing Billy Batson or is he playing Shazam?
That's my question because I've seen.
I've seen
conflicting
people
stories
saying
about
he's
that.
playing Shazam,
I'm
and then I've seen
pretty
people saying he's playing Billy Batson. Like, what? Well, this dude's like in his mid-30s. Like,
No,
what the-
I'm
what the hell's
literally pretty sure he's playing Shazam. I think they'll just get someone that looks relatively like him who's younger, like a kid, literally.
from Stranger Things, most likely. Yeah,
But
from
you know what's going to be weird? This is my biggest problem with the Shazam movie. Period. Is how are we going to build a story where we connect with Shazam if Billy Batson is going to be the one that's on screen like 90% of the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just going to turn into Shazam, and all of a sudden we're supposed to feel some emotional connection to the Shazam character. I mean, I would be much happier if they just did a CGI. Like, I thought about this, and it probably would make people rage. Like a lot of the fans would probably rage, but wouldn't it make more sense if Shazam, when he's in his human form, is just like a less bulky version of Shazam? Like, they could literally do like they did with Captain America, where they CGI him on like a younger, thinner body, but make him a muscle. He's just going to turn into Shazam. I feel like that would make more sense than making him a kid and then an adult, which I know a lot of the Shazam fans would hate me. But I just think it would be really...
We're lagging out right here. Sorry.
the character or the Captain Marvel character over Billy Batson. He's planning on playing that character in the future. So the fact that he's a DC and a Marvel character is kind of interesting.
Who was he in Thor?
Fandral, the like the Robin Hood type guy, the Buccaneer goatee. That's who he played in Thor. He was in Ragnarok.
All right.
So,
Guys, it's lagging
in
like
RAL.
it's lagging like fuck. I think we're gonna have to end the stream very soon. It's been like 50 minutes. My internet's dying.
Yeah, we can wrap it
Okay.
up. Any,
Alright.
any last minute questions you want to do before we go?
I don't have any else.
Yeah.
So
It's blowing my mind.
yeah, the internet's really fucking up. I'm sorry, but anyway, we've done like 50 minutes.
Yeah,
Alright.
we should wrap it up here, even if they can't hear us, because then when they go back,
Yeah, they can
to
hear
the
us.
recording, it'll be fixed.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you guys for all tuning in. Sorry if sorry for the lag at the end. I'm not sure how it will turn out as the video afterwards, but yeah.
We're losing him.
So thank you for actually tuning in, and yeah, we will be doing this every month. So follow us on Twitter. So follow all of us, and you will find out what channel it's going to be on. So Pagey can't do it because of his internet, so it'll be either Airrick or Boba.
Wait, I'm starting to think I might have been able to do it better than you.
Yeah, maybe. With this end bit's just fucking up. Anyway, okay, so we'll see you guys next month for the stream on another channel.
Oh, good.
Yes.
See you then.
All right,
Thank
see you
for
later.
joining, everyone.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.